Ever since December of 2020, Thrustmaster has slowly been teasing its soon-to-be-released Formula 1 style wheel rim. They've been keen at keeping it quiet and revealing only bits of information, but here's what we know and what we could expect from the new Thrustmaster Formula 1 style wheel rim. And as a disclaimer, this entire video is purely skeptical, and the things I say here may or may not be accurate to the final product, so take this with a grain of salt as it is mostly skeptical. Let's start off with some of the most obvious and arguably the most exciting features of this wheel. As we progress through the video, we'll get more into the unknowns and my predictions. Here's what we know for a fact. The wheel rim will feature an LCD screen, separate paddles for the clutch and shifting, a faceplate that looks like carbon fiber, 15 individual LED lights on top of the screen, and at least a few dials and a bunch of other buttons of different colors and sizes. In terms of its compatibility, it will work with the T300RS, TX, TSXW, TSPC, and TGT Thrustmaster wheelbases. Finally, it will release on April 20th of this year. Now moving more into the unknown, the wheel rim appears to be based off the Ferrari SF1000 Formula 1 car, based off its general silhouette and placement of buttons, switches, and dials. On the right, we have the official Ferrari SF1000 wheel rim, and on the left we have a screenshot from Thrustmaster's teaser. As you can see, the pit limit button is present on the top right of both, features a near identical font, is bright red with a black P, and appears to be very similar in size. The LED lights seem to be identical as well, with 15 individual LED lights on the top and 3 on the sides of the LCD screen on both rims. There are also some very clear similarities, such as the 2 similarly colored buttons on the left of the pit limiter, as well as a dial placed in the same location. On the left hand side of the wheel, we have a bright green neutral button, what appears to be a white drink button, and a red button in the exact same position as the SF1000 wheel. Finally, based off their most recent teaser, on the bottom right of the wheel rim, we see what appears to be at least 2 360-degree dials at the same position and of similar color as the one in the SF1000 wheel. There is no official information hinting that Ferrari has anything to do with this, and based off the teasers we haven't seen the prancing horse anywhere, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if it did. Thrustmaster's prior history with the Scuderia have brought us a bunch of Ferrari Thrustmaster gear, such as the 458 wheel, the 599XX wheel rim, and the old F1 wheel add-on to name a few. So in my opinion, based off this and the similarities I identified just a little bit ago, I'm very confident that this is another collaboration with Ferrari. In terms of the materials used in the wheel, the carbon fiber weave has everyone hyped up. Has Thrustmaster finally made the jump to real carbon fiber and is aiming to compete against Fanatec's higher offerings? Maybe, but there are also some reasons I think not. For starters, it wouldn't be the first time Thrustmaster used fake carbon fiber on their wheels. On the Thrustmaster R383 rally wheel, a plastic carbon fiber weave can be seen accenting the wheel's button box, which means they have experimented with this in the past. The second reason I think they might opt out from using real carbon fiber is obviously the cost. We all know carbon fiber is expensive, and for a company that produces mass market wheels such as Thrustmaster, they might not be willing to significantly increase production cost and retail price only to appeal to a very niche group of people. Based off their short teasers, however, the glare and overall look of the carbon sheet looks very promising, so there's definitely a good chance that this will indeed be real carbon fiber. Based off this image, it seems the handle is wrapped in some type of rubber, which is common in F1 style wheel rims. Finally, since this is an add-on wheel rim, it's extremely likely that Thrustmaster will use its typical plastic quick release mechanism on this wheel rim. Now for the holy grail of questions, how much will it cost? It's uncertain, but I'm expecting this to be around $300. Again, this is nothing more than a prediction, but based off Thrustmaster's pricing of other wheel rims, the amount of features this wheel rim could potentially have, and its potential use of carbon fiber, I think $300 is in the ballpark. So that wraps up everything I've gathered from Thrustmaster's teasers thus far. It will be interesting to see how it compares against Fanatec's Formula style offerings. But what do you think? Am I missing something? Am I completely off? And are you excited for this new Formula 1 style wheel rim from Thrustmaster? As always, let me know what you think in the comments, and consider dropping a like if this video brought any value to you. Finally, if you are into sim racing and all that type of stuff, consider subscribing for more high quality sim racing related content. But with all that being said, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.